Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Smart Speech English Podcast, where we talk about life, emotions, and everything that makes us human. I'm Emma, and today we're starting one of the most important conversations ever feelings. Yes, the thing everyone has, but most people don't know how to talk about.
And I'm Daniel. Honestly, I think this episode is going to be powerful. Talking about feelings is not always easy. Sometimes it's scary, sometimes confusing, and sometimes you don't even know what's going on inside your heart. But we're here to make it simple, friendly, and real, especially for English learners.
Exactly. If you're learning English, this episode is perfect for you because we'll use clear words, real life stories, and emotional expressions you can use every day.
So grab your headphones, get comfortable, maybe make some tea, and let's talk about feelings. Honestly, deeply, and without fear.
Part 1. Why feelings matter. Daniel, let me ask you something simple but important. Why do you think talking about feelings is so hard for many people?
Oh, that is a big question. I think the main reason is that people are afraid of being judged. When you say, I feel sad or I feel nervous, some people think it makes them weak, but actually, it makes them strong.
I agree. When I was younger, I didn't like talking about emotions at all. I thought it was better to keep everything inside. But keeping feelings inside is like keeping a balloon full of air. At some point, it just explodes.
Exactly. And when it explodes, it usually happens at the wrong time or with the wrong person.
Yes. And also, when you hide your feelings, people around you can't understand you. They think you're fine, but inside you're not. That's why expressing emotions is healthy.
And it improves relationships too with friends, family, and even yourself.
Part 2. Basic emotions. Let's start with the basics. There are many kinds of feelings, but the main ones, the ones we feel most often, are happiness, sadness, anger, fear, surprise, love, stress, peace, or calmness.
I like how simple that sounds, but behind each word, there's a whole world.
True. Let's explain each feeling in a simple way, especially for our English learners.
Happiness. Happiness is when your heart feels light, when life feels good. It can be big, like getting a job you wanted, or small, like drinking hot coffee on a cold day.
Sadness. Sadness is when something hurts your heart. Maybe you lost something or someone said something painful. It doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're human.
Anger. Anger is strong energy. Sometimes good, sometimes dangerous. It appears when something feels unfair.
Fear. Fear is when your body wants to protect you from danger or from something unknown.
Surprise. Surprise can be positive or negative. It just means something unexpected happened.
Love. One of the most complicated feelings. It can make you happy, nervous, excited, scared, all at the same time.
Stress. Stress is when your mind feels too full. Too many tasks, too many thoughts.
Calmness. Calmness is peace. It's when your heart and mind feel soft and quiet.
3. Sharing feelings in real life. Emma, let's talk about how people usually express feelings. What do people say when they want to talk about emotions?
Good point. Here are some simple, useful sentences English learners can use. I feel happy today. I'm upset about something. I'm stressed and I don't know what to do. I'm excited about tomorrow. I feel nervous when I speak English. I'm disappointed. I feel lonely. I feel grateful.
And here are some ways to ask someone else about their feelings. How are you feeling today? What's on your mind? Do you want to talk about it? Are you okay? Is something bothering you?
These phrases can really help. When you use them, you create connection. People feel safe around you.
Part 4. Personal Story.
You know, Daniel, I want to share a personal story. Maybe someone listening will relate.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Last year, I had a moment when I felt completely overwhelmed. I was working too much, studying at the same time, my family needed help, and I tried to do everything alone. I didn't tell anyone how I felt. I kept saying, I'm fine. But I wasn't. One night, I sat in my car after work and suddenly started crying. Not because something terrible happened, but because I was tired, stressed, and lonely. I didn't want to bother anyone.
Emma, that sounds really tough.
It was. But then a friend called me by accident, literally by accident, and asked, Emma, are you okay? And for the first time, I said, no, I'm not okay.
And guess what? He listened. He didn't judge. He just stayed on the call. And that moment, it changed everything.
Because you let someone in.
Yes. And I learned something important. You don't heal by hiding your feelings. You heal by sharing them.
Emma, your story reminded me of something from my own life. I think everyone reaches a moment when emotions become too heavy. Mine happened 2 years ago.
What happened?
Well, I went through a difficult breakup. Not because we hated each other or had a big fight. It was simpler and more painful. We just grew in different directions. We loved each other, but life changed us. And I didn't want to talk about it with anyone. I pretended I was strong. I kept saying, I'm okay. It's for the best. But deep inside, I felt empty.
That's the hardest kind of pain. Silent pain.
Exactly. For months, I didn't talk about my feelings. I worked, went to the gym, saw friends, laughed, made jokes. And every night I went home and felt like all the laughter disappeared the moment I closed the door.
Daniel.
One day, my sister visited me unexpectedly. She looked at me and said, "You're not yourself. What's wrong?" And again, like your story, someone simply asked the right question at the right time. For the first time, I said, I'm heartbroken and I don't know how to move on.
That must have felt like a huge weight off your shoulders.
It did. I cried, and I'm not the crying type. But that moment helped me start healing. I realized hiding emotions doesn't make you stronger. Sharing them does.
Part 6. Why people don't share feelings. It's interesting how both our stories have the same message. People often hide their feelings until they can't anymore.
True. But why do you think people stay silent?
I think there are several reasons. Fear of judgment. People worry others will think they're dramatic or weak. Not wanting to bother others. Everyone has their problems. Mine are not important. Not knowing how to express emotions, especially in another language like English. Cultural expectations. In some cultures, people don't talk about feelings openly. Trust issues. Maybe they opened up before and got hurt.
Yes, and sometimes people simply don't have the vocabulary. Imagine feeling sad, but not knowing how to say it. Instead of explaining, they stay quiet.
That's why we're making this episode, to help people talk honestly in simple English.
Part 7. How to talk about your feelings. Useful phrases. Let's teach our listeners useful expressions, real-life sentences they can use.
Great idea. Let's divide them into categories. Digger Tak R1. Talking about positive feelings. I feel happy today. I'm excited about this. I feel motivated. I'm proud of myself. I feel grateful for everything I have.
These sentences help you share joy and positivity. Digger Tak R2. Talking about negative feelings. I feel sad. I'm disappointed. I feel stressed. I'm overwhelmed. I feel lonely, even around people.
That last one is important. Many people feel lonely even when they're not alone. Digger Tak R3. Talking about uncertain feelings. I don't know what I'm feeling. I feel confused. Something is bothering me. I can't explain it, but I'm not okay.
Sometimes emotions don't have names, and that's okay. Digger Tak R4. Asking others about their feelings. How are you really feeling? I'm here if you want to talk. Do you want to share what's on your mind? Is something troubling you? What do you need right now?
These questions create safety. They tell the other person you're not alone. Part 8. Emotional vocabulary for English learners.
Let's give them easy vocabulary for expressing emotions more precisely.
Yes, here are 10 great words. Relieved, feeling better after stress disappears. Frustrated, angry plus tired. Anxious, nervous about the future. Grateful, thankful, hopeful, believing good things will come. Overwhelmed, too many emotions at once. Inspired, motivated in a positive way. Disappointed, when something doesn't go as you wanted. Calm, peaceful and relaxed. Confident, feeling sure about yourself.
If you learn these words, you can describe your emotions much more clearly.
Part 9. Relationships and feelings. Daniel, let's talk about relationships. Friendships, romantic relationships, family. Because emotions live inside relationships.
Absolutely. The biggest relationship mistakes happen when people don't talk about feelings.
Right. For example, when someone is upset, they expect the other person to just know. But people can't read minds. You have to speak.
And many arguments happen not because of big problems, but because of unspoken emotions.
Exactly. For example, you feel ignored, but you don't say it. You feel overwhelmed, but pretend everything's fine. You want support, but you expect the other person to guess.
Then one day, all the small emotions explode.
Yes, communication is everything. Let's show our listeners a comparison. Unhealthy communication.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
You look upset.
I said I'm fine.
And inside, she's angry and stressed, but can't express it.
Healthy communication.
What's wrong?
I'm stressed. I had a long day. I don't want to talk about it now, but I will later.
Thank you for telling me. Take your time. I'm here.
Short, honest, respectful. That's all communication needs.
Many English learners feel embarrassed, scared, or shy when speaking.
Yes, they feel nervous about mistakes, afraid of speaking in public, worried about pronunciation, shy about vocabulary, stressed in conversations.
But here's the truth. Everyone feels this, even advanced speakers.
Mistakes are part of learning. Mistakes are proof you're trying. And emotions like fear or embarrassment are normal. They show you care.
The important thing is not to hide them. Say, I'm nervous speaking English, but I want to try. Please speak slowly. I'm still learning. Can you repeat that? I didn't understand, but I want to learn.
Emotions don't stop learning, silence does.
And that brings us to the end of today's episode. If you're listening right now, remember this. Your feelings matter. Your emotions are not a problem. They are information. They tell you what you need, what you love, and what hurts you. Don't hide them. Don't apologize for them. Just learn to understand them.
Exactly. And if you're learning English, don't forget, talking about feelings is one of the best ways to improve your language. Because when you speak from the heart, the words come naturally. Mistakes don't matter. Honesty does.
Today, we shared our stories, our fears, our happiness, and our pain. And we hope you felt a little less alone, wherever you are in the world.
If this episode helped you even a little, if it made you think, smile, or feel something, then our mission is complete. And remember, you're stronger than you think, and you're never alone.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening. And thank you for being part of our community.
Don't forget to follow the podcast, leave a like, and share it with someone who might need it today.
Take care of yourself. Take care of your heart. And we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye for now.